The member for Wright.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And my question is to the Minister for Small Business. And if the Minister could update the House on our 10-year tax enterprise plan and the effects it will have on small business in Australia, and in particular the effects on small business in my electorate of Wright.
The Minister for Small Business is the call. The Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Wright for his question. He is a good member. He understands the importance of small business because he ran one, continues to do so, CQX Transport, 10 trucks, good small business in the electorate of Wright. The member understands, as do all members on this side of the House, of the importance of small business and what they mean to our economy. There are more than 13,000 small businesses in the electorate of Wright, and it's great to hear in Wright of regional businesses opening, expanding, perhaps even most importantly growing. Our 10-year enterprise tax plan will assist them to do just that. It will relieve compliance on Tom Plunkett of Paint Place in Beaudesert so he can get on with what he does best, and that's supporting local tradespeople, offering a high-quality service to customers. For local Beaudesert grocer Antonio Buffalino of Big Pumpkin Fruit and Vegetables, our plan will free up capital for him to reinvest and to develop his business. Just an hour ago, I met with the Council of Small Business of Australia Chairman Paul Nielsen, who spoke of how critical our enterprise tax plan is to enable small business to drive innovation and growth. They were his words. The Coalition understands just how important this plan is to create the right conditions for small business to grow and to prosper. You might think it's a joke. This is important. That's why I was so pleased that this legislation was introduced as a priority by the Treasurer in the first week of the 45th Parliament, the very first week. Over the past 15 years, Australia has gone from having the ninth lowest corporate tax rate amongst advanced countries to now having the 6th highest out of 35 OECD countries. Australia must remain competitive as an attractive destination, Mr Speaker, to invest in, and that's why we've delivered a tax plan targeted to provide opportunities to boost jobs and growth. Our 10-year enterprise tax plan will support up to 3.2 million small businesses employing more than 5.5 million Australians. As of this financial year, companies with turnovers of less than $10 million will have a tax rate of 27.5%, lowest it's been since 1967. That's around 870,000 additional businesses which will benefit and have access to a range of small business tax concessions. But just yesterday, the member for Kingsford Smith stated that he and his Labor colleagues are opposed to changing the threshold turnover for small businesses to beyond $2 million, saying there is no economic benefit and it will do social detriment. Why do you hate small business? Why do you hate small business? And I say this to the member for McMahon, the Shadow Treasurer. This underlines one of the golden rules of Australian politics.
Sydney.
When the Labor Party gets
trying
its
to help the
hands
member for
on
Sydney
important
stay in the
pieces of
chamber.
economic policy, sensible people should be very worried.